with a valuable opportunity to revisit and strengthen our understanding of the learner we serve, particularly those in pre-grade up, grade up, as well as moving to grade 1. So for us to understand, Titasi, you have covered most of the things that I wanted to discuss about. And thank you so much for that. So for us to understand, we need to understand the skills that we are developing in those learners. We need to understand the concepts that those learners need to acquire so that they can effectively assist our teachers to manage the transition smoothly. Let us look into this picture of managing the transition. We can see that we've got pre-grade R, we've got grade R, then we've got grade 1. But you can see that in pre-grade R, they've got blocks. Vanessa has showed us, you know, the blocks. They are playing, but at the same time, they are learning. Throughout these grades, our learners, they learn through play. Look at grade R, school readiness. Now they are ready, getting ready to go into grade 1. So in grade 1, now they are stepping up. Question that we need to ask ourselves as well as our practitioners and teachers: did we prepare these learners enough to go into grade 1? That's very important, because if we have done that, we are sure that these learners have got confidence, they've got all the skills, so that when they go to grade 1, everything runs smoothly and there are no gaps. A transition between each grade. This is a critical stage in the learners. It's play-based. They learn through play. We've mentioned that as well. But it's more structured. Even in grade R, they're learning through play, but it's more structured. I've mentioned that they develop confidence, positive. They love learning. If you want to chase them away, it means that you don't need to prepare that learning environment. So they also develop the strong foundations for our 3 core learning areas, which is literacy, mathematics, as well as life skills. Let's talk about the importance of managing a transition. You know, a transition is very important. You know, at the moment I deal with the high schools, and you will find that in grade 8, they have some challenges. And grade 8 teachers will always complain. You know, the blame situation. Yes. When learners are not performing well at high school, then the teachers will say, no, they came from the primary school and they had gaps. They haven't learned 1, 2, and 3. When you go to the feeder primary school, feeder primary to say, we've prepared our learners very well. They were performing very well. I don't know what they are doing with our learners at the high school. So it's very important that when learners move from play-based learning into more structured schooling, it is well managed. If it is well managed, they become independent, they develop confidence, and they are ready for the formal learning. But if it's not well managed, as I've mentioned, learners become nervous. Their behavior change. And if the behavior change, we always complain, hey, but it's because the learner is frustrated, because there was no smooth transition. And later they will show these learning gaps I'm talking about. What is then important for all of us as specialists, as well as teachers, practitioners, is the synergy. Teachers need to work together. They need to collaborate. There must be a handover. If the learner is going to grade 1, maybe let me start from pre-grade. Pre-grade to grade R. The teacher in grade R need to know exactly what the learners have covered in the pre-grade R. Same thing, in grade 1, teachers need to know what have you covered as a teacher in grade R. Also, please involve parents as well. Parents are very important. Actually try different strategies. The teacher in grade R need to explain to the teacher in grade 1, no, she's fine, but give her more time. That's very important. So collaboration between the two, it's very important.